Oh my goodness gracious, it's time to go live. It's the big show here on TWB. How are you folks doing today? It's your buddy Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome, one and all. I'm here in Creston, British Columbia, where it is a gorgeous sunny day today because we had rain. Yes, we did. We had rain Saturday and Sunday, and at points on at some of the times yesterday, we had buckets of rain coming down. Buckets. It was fantastic. The dust is gone. The grass is going. Whoo, it's kind of nice. We have trees just going, yeah, it's all good. The air is clear. The mountains are here. I can see Idaho right out my front window like I'm supposed to see Idaho. Look, and Idaho's looking good. It got rain too. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough rain in enough of a geographic area to really, kill off a bunch of forest fires, but it certainly has calmed things down. Unfortunately, though, we are heating up again. We're going up for another heat wave here, and I think we hit just short of 100 degrees, if I recall. Let me take a look at the weather here. Yeah, we're going to be at 95 on Saturday, 93 on Friday for the highs, 88 Thursday, 90 Wednesday, 82 tomorrow. So we're going to warm up. Right now, outside, 72 degrees. Gorgeous, just great. We're going to hit 59 tonight. And then we kind of build it back up again. But hopefully, the worst of the heat wave is over. We think this is now August 9. Another couple of weeks, and then we begin to, our highest highs won't be as high as they were. However, it's dry, and, the forests are kindling, unfortunately, depending on, in certain areas of this province, it's just pure fuel for forest fires. But we're hopeful that the worst is over and it'll be all right. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. Let me know, where are you watching me from tonight, people? Tell me where you are, what city, what country, what's the price of gas where you live? Is it really hot where you are? Tell me your high temperatures. Let us know so we can see who's who in the zoo here, who's got what. But Creston right now, 72. What a beautiful day it was today. It was a wonderful break. And we're happy for that. We know it's not going to last too long, but it is what it is. And welcome one to the all of you. Welcome all of you to the show here. We love talking about cruise ships and travel. I've got some news for you. I've got some info for you that I thought I'd share, and hopefully you'll enjoy the show. If you do enjoy this show, please consider throwing a thumbs up our way if you don't mind. Hit us with a thumbs up. And let the world know that you're enjoying the show, and that your buddy Bruce is okay to watch, and that will make YouTube tell the world to come on around and catch up with this guy. We do love that. We do have already 20 thumbs ups already here on this telecast. Thank you all for that. I appreciate it. We hope we can hit 100 today and get the triple digit thing going as usual, because you've yet to let me down. Thank you, all of you, for your following of this channel and your support. Those of you who are members of this channel, I love you as always. If you're not a member of this channel, you might want to consider it. We do a hangout show every Monday at 7 o'clock where we talk about whatever you want to talk about. It's an open forum. I start yapping on about what's going on in Jennifer and my world, and then we hear from you if there's anything you want me to talk about or anything you want to ask. And then Fridays at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, sponsor members of this channel, we play live trivia every Friday night at 7 o'clock, and we join up with my other channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. We get those members in here, and we have a dual channel private trivia show. It's hard to say. 7 o'clock Friday night Eastern Time, and it's always a good time. So you're always welcome to join us. You can be a member of this channel or the other or both, and hang out with myself and Jennifer. Thank you all so much. We're going to be on the road soon. Just so you folks know, many of you may or may not be aware of this, but this set you're looking at here isn't going to be around much longer. We are leaving Creston. We are going to become, Jennifer and I are going to become nomads, traveling nomads. And we are selling this house, and we're going to be, quote, moving back to Calgary, Alberta, But we're going to put our stuff, whatever stuff we have left, because a lot of this stuff is just being eliminated. Whatever we have left will be in storage, and two of us will be out of suitcases for a while. And we're going to be traveling nomads, and we might be coming to a town near you, knocking on your door at 3 in the morning, going, "Hey, you got a place to stay?" And you guys, we'll see just what kind of loyal viewers you are. We'll put you to the test. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But we're definitely looking at some meet and greet opportunities from time to time in various areas of North America and the world. Those of you who live in Ireland, the UK, Europe, you have no idea. We could show up in your country at any time, and all of a sudden we put the word out that we're going to be here on these dates. Come and join us. And holy moly macaroni, we're going to have some fun. Yeah, we're going to be traveling starting in about a month from now, just a little over a month from now, towards the middle of September to the end of September, roughly. We will start doing our nomad existence, and that is expected to last possibly 1 to 2 years. Oh gosh, we're going to be everywhere. Back to Canada, out of Canada, back to Canada. I mean, just everywhere. Yeah, so we're excited. We're stoked. We're pumped up. We're curious how it's going to go. We're hoping, like everyone else, crossing our fingers that the COVID thing is going to calm down. So we'll see how all that goes. Where, when, how, what, where, why. We'll let you know when we know. Because right now, we just know the house is up for sale. This house won't be here in our possession much longer. The way they are selling around this area here, they don't last long. Multiple offers come in on every listing. We've been told there are three other houses for sale in this area that are anything like ours, like not even close to ours, but could be move-in ready. That's how few there are, and there are dozens and dozens of people looking to buy something. So we're kind of curious to see how this is going to work out. The listing officially kicks in a few days. We'll see what happens. Could be kind of fun, or terrifying. Terrifying, probably the thing. And we'll keep you posted on the Nomad. The Nomad existence will be on this channel for sure. Traveling with Bruce. Oh yeah, the Nomad existence you'll see it. You'll be part of it. And the stock market channel, I will still be doing my stock market work on my other channel, just like before. It's just from different locales. As long as I have internet, I'm on the air. We'll see how this works out. It might take a couple of weeks to kind of get the hang of it, but once we're on it, and we'll let you know what's going on. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for the thumbs ups. If you've already given one, it's beautiful. 38 already. If you can afford to throw a thumbs up our way, I would really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up button. Get us to 100 as soon as possible. Tell YouTube to send more people to this channel. Did you see my latest video? I made a video the other night, first time in months. It wasn't a happy topic. I had to do a breaking news story about that plane that had the accident up in Saginaw, Michigan. Not Saginaw, up in Skagway, Alaska. What am I thinking? Skagway, Alaska. That was a sad story, and I made that video within an hour of hearing about the news. I quickly researched what I could, made a video about it, put it up there, and damned if that video hasn't had over 45,000 views. I'm just blown away because I put up a video nowadays. It only gets about 3,000 to 5,000 views, but this thing just went nuts. But that was a story that I felt had to be reported immediately, and I wanted you to know. And there's been a lot of detail come out since that time, and of course, many others have covered the story. So fair enough. But in any event, I'm hopeful all of you are well. You're physically okay. You're healthy. You're not getting ill. You're not going to catch this virus. I hope. That is really good news. Thank you for being here. Let me say hi to who's here. I'll give you the news of the day. Connie is here. Severino. Connie, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Severino. Hi, Bruce. Do you know why Spirit Airlines canceled so many flights last week? From what I understand, Connie, I just read some news on this. Apparently, Spirit is an independent airline. It's a discount airline. But unlike, say, American or Delta or United, they might fly from point A to point B once a day, where the big airlines might fly from point A to point B 5 times a day. And if Spirit has staffing problems, they have to cancel a flight. and they might not fly that flight until the next day, which of course means that all the folks who missed today's flight are bumped over to tomorrow's flight because the airline doesn't have share agreements with the other airlines. So they can't, Spirit will not make a deal with American to put you on American for no extra charge, or with Delta or United, because they don't deal with Spirit in that way. They deal with each other because they have 5 flights each and they can handle overage. If they have, say, 40 passengers can't get on an American flight, or 50 or 60, those 50, 60 might be put on United and Delta flights over that rest of the day from those other 6 or 8 remaining flights that those airlines still have. There might be 10 seats on each flight that they can slip passengers into on a standby basis. But with Spirit, they don't have that arrangement. They also have other issues where they fly from city A to city B once a day. But when they get to city B, the plane flies on Mondays to city D, but on Tuesdays to city F, and on Wednesdays to city G. And now you don't have this daily thing. You have once a week flights, twice a week flights. And if you get stranded, or if they strand passengers at city G, they might not fly out of that city for 3 more days. And this is a problem. Now with staff, they've had staffing problems, COVID problems like everyone else. They're understaffed. They're trying to replace crews. They had layoffs. Now they're trying to get people back. They've got all these logistical problems. And sometimes they're flying planes empty from point A to point Z and make up flights over there. They're scrambling. And this is a big problem for Spirit. And so once one flight gets canceled, it's just a domino effect of problems and problems and problems. Whereas with American, United, Delta, they can figure out ways to get crews in. They can use their own planes to fly extra crew into Cincinnati to get onto that plane that's stuck there without a crew. They can fly a crew in on their existing airline, and they can use other airlines to, again, arrange IOUs between each other. So Delta, United, American, at the end of every month or 2 or 3, they work out the logistics and go, okay, well, you flew a lot more passengers on our airline than we flew on your airline, and we have 100,000 credits with you, and you guys have 25,000 credits with us, and they work out the deal. And then sometimes they cut checks at the end of a quarter to kind of settle up. Other times it's just a carry forward account that, okay, well, you owe us 100,000 flights over the next quarter. We'll just keep on going. And then 3 months later, they recalibrate it. Oh, we're down to 50,000 now. It's all evening out at the end because there's bad weather, mechanical problems. Everyone has it. You run into cancellations all the time, and airlines work it out between them. But with Spirit, they're not part of that link. They're not part of that kind of a grouping, and so they're on their own. That's part of what I can tell you about that problem. Edward, best to you and Jen as you travel onwards. Enjoy your new life. Thank you, Edward. We're going to see what happens here. NCL 10K out. 10 NCL 10K out. Okay, I don't think. Ken, hi, Bruce and Jen from Saginaw. It's 81 degrees. And it's very humid here. Gasoline's $3.19 a gallon. Looking forward to our cruise on the breakaway this fall. Janet and Ken. That's going to be awesome, man. Where's your cruise leaving from? Where are you going? Let me know. Jeannie, hello again, Bruce and TWB fans. Bill and Jeannie are here for the big show from East Tennessee. Thank you guys for sticking out with us. These are some of my sponsor members. Thank you, Sharon, for being here too. Hi, Bruce. Long time no see. That's right. Kirk Brunson. Hi, Bruce and TWB family. Kirk from the Big Apple is in the house. I am missing the MSC Meraviglia. I wish I could have done the 3-day cruise that left on that ship when I got off the darn thing. Yeah, once you're on a nice ship that you like, you hate getting off because you really would rather stay there. I understand. Colleen is here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Colleen. Welcome to the channel tonight. John Anderson is in the house. Hey, buddy. How you doing, man? Nice to see you here. Nikki, greetings all from Jacksonville, Florida, where it's 82 Fahrenheit now and it's 80% humidity. Life in the sultry subtropics. Oh my, Nikki, a gas in Jacksonville, $2.97 a gallon. We're at about $4.50 American here for an equivalent gallon of your gasoline. That's about $4.50 American for 1 gallon of gas here, just to kind of give you an idea how much gas is in this neighborhood. Arc Adventures. Hey, Bruce, another heat advisory here in St. Louis. 88 degrees right now at 7:02 p.m. The humidity is so high, we're swimming through the air Andrea and Andy. Oh, I know what that's like. I remember the Cayman Islands with high humidity. I remember Ontario when I was a kid, how humid it would get. We'd all be in the basement. It'd still be humid down there, but at least it would be cool. Lorraine, Syracuse, New York, Oneida Lake, welcome to the show. Ms. M is here. You got a thumbs up from me. Thank you so much. The Steaming Bean. Hey, Big B. How you doing, Steaming Bean? How's it going with you? Where are you right now, my friend? Are you at home in northern Saskatchewan, or are you in your trailer? And are you in one of your favorite places like Ottawa watching the Red Blacks play football? Where are you, man? Kirk, I flew in from Orlando to New York on Spirit. So happy the flight wasn't canceled. I'm so glad to hear that too, my friend. Amicus Ross, how do you all hit that like button? Thanks, buddy. How do you all hit it? Nikki, Kirk, I love the photo with you, your handsome son, and Tony. Right on. Steamer, I'm sitting by my trailer at the campground in Flin Flon, Manitoba. Right on, buddy. What are your plans? Where are you headed, man? This is awesome. MG Toe. Yep, Bruce is skipping town. Amicus, going to be wandering like Kung Fu, helping people with their portfolios. There you go. There it is. That's right. MG, though this way no one can catch Bruce and Jen. They're on the run. That's right. We're on the run. Hi, Uncle Bruce from Bullcraft. How you doing, man? Kurt, thank you, Nikki. My son's second cruise at 9 years old. I want to give him what I couldn't do as a child. Right on. Bullcraft, happy that you're going to be able to travel around the world. Bruce, hoping you visit the great state of New Jersey. How can I not visit the Garden State? It's impossible. I mean, it's impossible. You can't. If you're going to travel the world, you got to travel through New Jersey. I mean, that's just, that's like, ground zero. Arc Adventures, Bruce, Casa Sukasa here in St. Louis. We have 3 spare rooms. And in Florida, we have 3 spare rooms. Please do not hesitate if and when you're coming through either city. A Diet Coke drink for Jen. A Diet Coke drink and for Jen, and dinner's on us. There you go. Thank you, guys. Terry Gallant, do you think cruising is a right or a privilege? The big debate seems to be whether cruise lines should be able to decide whether they want to sail fully vaccinated or not. Yeah, well, I as a passenger on a cruise ship, I'd kind of like to have that peace of mind knowing that everyone on that ship is like me, vaccinated. I'd really like that. We've all had negative tests. If that's the routine, that's the routine. Now, things change, and it doesn't matter anymore whether you've been vaccinated or not because the vaccine has been eviscerated. Great. Let's go back to the way it was. Oh, for sure. But right now is right now. Can I say the steamer gas is $1.39 a liter here in Flin Flon, $1.48 here. Apparently on Vancouver Island, $1.68 apparently. Bullcraft Max, Bruce, my question this week is, do cruise ships have video game arcade machines? I love playing on the video game arcades. It is so much fun. Also, do you play video games at all? Apparently, yes, they have had those. In the years that Jen and I were on cruise ships, definitely they had video game arcade rooms where all the teenagers and older were playing, and there were moms and dads playing against the kids, and all they had air hockey, and then they had the video games and all kinds of stuff. Yes, but I don't know now. I don't know today with the new COVID, whatever, what the situation is. I have no idea. Do you play video games at all? I do not play video games at all in my current existence. I used to play the quarter machines when I was much younger, in my 30s, when I was a stockbroker. Occasionally, I would play a video game for a little while, but that was the 80s. That was the 80s. Yeah. Nikki, Kirk, your son is a lucky duck. There you go. Booker, also congrats on the viral video you just posted, 45,000 views. Yes, it has been popular. Michael, hi Bruce, Michael from AZ. I'm on Delta Airlines right now. 2-hour hold to change or cancel reservations. Right now, 2-hour hold, waiting. Oh my gosh, on the phone, 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Steamer, you can bet your sweet, you know what? I won't be flying Spirit. There you go. Alan, I've been a sick boy 45 days in PLC, October to now, 8 emergency trips better now, not COVID, Alan says. So he's been sick at 45. Oh my gosh, I hope you get better real soon. Ann Rogers, hi Bruce. Ann and Brent, Ancaster, Ontario, 40 Celsius, hot and humid. Gas $1.38. That is oppressively difficult to take. That is very hot. Bullcraft, Sharon, you mean long time no see. Kevin Chapman, hi Uncle Bruce. We missed out on the free test cruise on Royal Caribbean out of Bayonne, New Jersey. Maybe next time. Oh man, isn't that something you want to go and you can't. Bullcraft, I think I'm the youngest viewer here, but it's an honor to be part of the Brucey family. Well, Bullcraft, I'm glad you're here too. This is great. Jim, 46 days until sail away on the Mardi Gras. Now that's Jim. That's going to be great. That's going to be awesome. Sharon, Bullcraft, Max, laughing out loud. SLG said, Sharon, 45 thumbs ups. A mere 55 to go. Spikers, Crazy Adventures. Hey, Bruce, glad to catch you tonight. Welcome to the show. RDL need a different perspective than Tony and Dawn. Gotcha. Got some news coming up. John Weir from Oakawaka, Illinois. 90 here, 80 dew point. Bad for humans, great for corn. There you go. The steamer is Jen happy with her 2021 Steelers? Well, so far 1-0. Got the thumbs up going over here. So far, so good. So we'll see how this goes. Space Force Cooks, thumbs ups. FYI, NASA, which is on New Providence Island, now has 2 operators doing Swim with the Pigs. Both just opened this summer and are roughly 45 minutes from the cruise port. Swim with the Pigs. Bullcraft, people unsubscribe to Stock Markets with Bruce because they are hoping to make a quick buck. I am in the game long term, and I will wait as long as it takes for 23andMe, ATIP, and Sixtera to do the thing about going to the moon. Well, there you go. Thank you for your patience. Todd Irby, hey Bruce, greetings from Placer County, California, home of Dixie Fire. Unfortunately, took NCL Jade cruise through the Greek islands with my wife and son, July 25th to August the 1st. Fully vaccinated crew and passengers. Excellent time. Right now, I've been on that ship, the Jade, with my daughter. I did an 11-day Caribbean cruise with her in 2008. We loved it, and loved the stops and enjoyed the ship. I love the spa on board that ship. Really enjoyed it. It was great. We had a good time too. Bullcraft Max, what was your favorite arcade game on the cabinet? Oh, I used to play. What was that? Space Invaders? Is that what it was called? Galaga. That was what it was. Galaga. The Space Galaga game. Yeah, I can't remember the names. That was it. Hope you feel better, Alan. A Space Force scoop with Delta Airlines has the option to have them call you back. That's a nice thing. Rocky, hi Bruce and the TWB gang in Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Virginia, where it's 87 degrees, down from 88. Gas $2.99.99 a gallon. Oh man. Bruce, tell Bruce I'm an Eagles fan. Tell Jen you're an Eagles fan. Oh my gosh, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Kirk, Nikki, I'm almost 54. My son will be 10. I'm trying to make memories that will live with him a lifetime. Well done, sir. Bruce, tell Jen that I'm an Eagles fan. There you go. I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to do that. No. Sapphire Tardies, welcome. Steamer. If Jen was on the Titanic's lifeboat and she could choose one more passenger, and one was a Dallas Cowboy fan and the other was a Washington NFL fan, who between the two would she choose? I don't know. I don't know. I'm afraid to ask. Hang on a second. Jen. Yeah. She's got her here. She's got stuff in here. Okay. The steamer has a question for you. All right. This is the steamer asking. It's not me. Okay. Don't hit me. Okay. Steamer. If Jen was on the Titanic's lifeboat, and she could choose one more passenger, and one of the passengers was a Dallas Cowboy fan, and the other was a Washington NFL fan, who between the two would she choose to get on the lifeboat?
I'd pick you, honey.
She'd pick me. See. Yeah. But if it's women only, women and children only, I can't get on now. What? Oh, this is tough.
Well, I would take a child.
I'd take a child who didn't know any better.
I still have a chance to change and grow properly.
That's right. You have a chance to educate the little thing, and save the child from themselves.
Yes.
because otherwise they just can't be saved. I mean,
It's
they're
real.
they're already lost. They're lost at sea as it is, I guess.
Dallas or Washington.
Dallas or Washington.
How
There's
can those be the only two choices?
how can those only two choices? That's
Especially for steamer.
weren't there 1,500 people on that ship that died ultimately? Couldn't you pick someone else? Oh
Would
man,
there be at least one Rough Riders fan?
wouldn't there be a Rough Riders fan or a Red Black fan or something? Oh
I'm
no,
showing my age. Rough Riders. Not
she's
Red
thinking
Black.
Ottawa Rough Riders.
Yeah.
That's she's showing her age. Because Bruce is taking the gun rack show on the road. That's right. I'm taking the rack on the show. That's right. Bullcraft is laughing out loud. Ken, New York City, New Orleans in November. Oh yeah, baby, New York City to the Big Easy. Oh, how about that cruise? Laughing out loud. Bullcraft. Amicus, as a New York Giants fan, they're both drowning. There you go. Jen, I'm an Eagles fan, says Bullcraft. Ken Kachera. Oh, there's the Ken. 14 days we hope, says Ken. John, lipstick and a wig. That's your answer, Bruce. Lipstick and a wig to get on that ship. That's the only way getting on that boat. That's how you dress up a pig. Oh my god. Oh no. Bullcrap. New York City is so fun. I was just at the Nintendo store on Friday. Right on, Bullcrap. That must have been a good time. Well, let me fill you in on the news that's going on in the cruise ship world. I got some news for you. Let me get my notes over here, and I'll read these off for you. Okay. Okay. First bit of news for you is that this came out earlier today. A Norwegian won a court case in Florida where they were able to convince the judge that they should be allowed to require that any passenger getting on their ship in a port out of Florida must be vaccinated, that they can deny boarding to non-vaccinated people on their ship. Now, the state of Florida was trying to make it illegal for cruise lines to discriminate between vaccinated and non-vaccinated people getting on ships in any port in Florida. And Norwegian was saying, hey, we have to know. We have to know whether these people are vaccinated or not. We can't have a ship with a bunch of unvaccinated positive carriers of this virus. We just can't have it. And the judge agreed with the cruise line. However, mere hours after that decision was rendered, the state of Florida has now made an appeal to a higher court to try to get this overturned. Again, to allow anyone, whether they're vaccinated or not, to be able to get on a cruise ship without testing, without declaring, without even having to tell the cruise line about it. I kind of wonder about that. Is that a smart thing for Florida to be doing? I don't know. My hunch is that if this were to survive, the Florida position were able to survive, my hunch is that many countries around the world would deny their nationals from being able to travel to America if their said purpose was to go on a cruise. I have a feeling that it would be illegal. It would be literally illegal for someone in the UK or Germany or France or Italy to buy a cruise through a travel agent in Europe that departed from Florida. That there would be no way the country would allow the agency to be able to sell the cruise. Now, it might be an all-inclusive, flight with a Disneyland excursion for 3 or 4 days, and then a cruise, and then back to Orlando for Universal for a day or two, and then fly home. Might be one of those all-inclusive kind of. They would not be allowed to be sold in various countries around the world if this were to pass. That is how serious other countries take testing, verification of the virus. I mean, everything. So I'm just saying. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Anyway, let's keep Jen's voices in the AFC. How about a Patriots fan versus a Browns fan? Oh man, that would be. I don't even want. Those are hard games to watch. Browns for sure, says Bullcrap. All right. Other news on the cruise world. P&O, the P&O cruise line. The Iona has now set sail for the very first time on its inaugural voyage for UK residents only, for cruising in and around the UK. The ship, the all natural gas powered cruise ship, is now a commercial machine having paying passengers on board. So finally, the Iona is starting to earn some sort of income, which is nice to see. In China, News out of China is that apparently the ship owned now by the China Merchants Viking Cruise Line, which is an amalgamation, a partnership between Viking Cruises and China Merchants Company. They had converted one of the Viking cruise ships. I believe the Viking Sun has now been turned into the Shao Shang Yi Dun ship. That was supposed to start sailing in August. That ship was supposed to start sailing in August. She's all been converted over to the China market. And if she was supposed to cruise with Chinese nationals, on different cruises, all cruises have been canceled until further notice. This is an indication that no matter what the Chinese are or are not saying publicly to the world at large about the problems they're having with this Delta virus that they are experiencing, they are experiencing problems with the Delta virus because they have had to cancel all cruises on this ship until further notice. So now we don't know when the ship is going to start sailing, with how many people, anything, not a single bit of news. So this is serious. This would had to have been a serious problem in China if this cruise ship is being canceled out, because you can imagine that all crew on board that ship would be vaccinated. You would have to imagine that all passengers on that ship would have to have been vaccinated, and everybody would have to have been tested negative by the Chinese government before anyone, got going. They're not even going to try to do a cruise whatsoever on this ship. So everything canceled out right now indefinitely. So, boy, there's got to be problems. There's got to be serious problems in China if this is happening here. Now, there's another cruise line apparently also having problems with cancellations. There was a second one, but I don't remember who it is. But there's problems in China here, and we're only beginning to hear about the beginnings of this. News from Europe: the Costa Smeralda, Costa Cruise Line. Now, Costa is owned by Carnival. Carnival owns the Costa Cruise Line. The Costa Smeralda is a huge ship. It's one of the largest in the fleet, 5,000 plus capacity. They've had an issue. They're one of the latest cruises that they were operating in the Mediterranean. That they had 6 passengers on board the ship test positive during the cruise. Now, to get on the ship to take a cruise, you have to test negative. And these 6 people had tested negative. But a couple of days into the cruise, one of the passengers in a family of 6 came down with a fever. And they tested immediately. All 6 family members, all were positive. Immediately were sequestered into isolated cabins for quarantine. And then they tested all people who were in contact with this family, and apparently a number of people who were in close contact with this family had, even though they were being tested and came back theoretically negative, even they were put in quarantine because the cruise line was worried that in 2 or 3 days from now they would also test positive. And they kept them on the ship until they returned to, I believe it was Marseille. And in Marseille, they disembarked all people who were in the family, and anyone who had been in close contact were all disembarked. And they were then transported to wherever they were going. I don't know where they were from, by ambulance, apparently. Now, from what I can tell, all I can read up on it is that one person had a fever. Others, I think, were asymptomatic. They were not suffering any issues. But I guess what had happened was the cruise line had packed them all up wherever their cabins were. They packed up all their stuff, transferred all their belongings to them in their cabins, and kept them isolated for the rest of the cruise, and then had them disembark. And I don't know what the status is of these people. I don't know whatever happened to them. I don't know if they're ill or not. I don't know what the deal is. Any other passenger heard a thing about the other passengers? No, nothing. But this is what's happening, and I think this is the new normal. I think we're going to hear about this again and again and again. What I worry about is that I'm with Jennifer on a cruise ship, and we're in a balcony cabin, and we've spent big money to be on a ship for a 1-week cruise or whatever it is. And the people next door to us test positive 3 days into a 10-day cruise. And the cruise line decides that we were so close to them next door that we've been deemed to be possible asymptomatic carriers of the virus, even though we're fully vaccinated. We test negative, and even with that, we get quarantined anyway in a remote part of the ship, and we have to leave the ship at the next port of call. We're not ill. There's nothing wrong with us. We're fine. We're negative, and yet we're still treated like we got this. This is a problem. I would think this is a big problem. Now, how does a cruise line handle that situation economically? You got to wonder. I know that in the US with Royal Caribbean and with Carnival, if you have not been vaccinated, you must have medical insurance to get on the ship that covers all your costs in case you test positive on the cruise. You are tested multiple times on the cruise. It's inconvenient, and you're denied access to certain parts of the ship. So, I mean, what kind of a fun cruise is this? I know that much, but these scenarios where someone tests positive that has been vaccinated 2 or 3 days into a cruise, there's this wild card here about, well, what about everybody else? And what about, you come to the Cayman Islands for a visit. All of a sudden, the island will not allow anyone from the ship to come off the ship because 6 people were tested positive yesterday. Do they consider the whole ship, out of bounds? If you've got bookings made for excursions and you're trying to get refunds, what kind of a hassle is this? And what kind of an uncertainty are you dealing with here, where you spent big money on a cruise for the two of you or your entire family or group of people, and all of a sudden everything's in turmoil? This is one of those problems. Anyway, that's the Costa information that I've been the latest information that I've come across. 6 people. Now, I came across an article today. I thought I'd mention this to you. You've heard about the stories that have come out in the last almost a year now about the crazy costs to rent a car, how expensive it has become all of a sudden, where it used to be in certain cities you could rent a car for $9.99 a day or $19.99 a day. Certainly for less than $30 a day you could get a car. Now we're hearing horror stories about how expensive it is. I found an article today telling me the 10 most expensive car rentals. And I believe this is the United States. This is the 10 most expensive places in the USA to rent a car for a week. Now, I believe that what I'm quoting you are just the base rates. These aren't any kind of insurance. I'm not telling you whether insurance is mandatory or not, or optional or not. I'm just giving you a 1-week rental rate from the 10 most expensive places in the USA. And I'm going to go in reverse order, the cheapest, number 10 to the number 1. Number 10, Minneapolis, St. Paul. $690 for a 1-week rental. Now, I'm assuming this is a medium-sized car. It's not a premium car. It's not an economy car. I'm just going to guess it's an average vehicle. $690, Minneapolis. Boise, Idaho comes in at number 9. Why would Boise be so I don't know. Boise, $701. That's $100 a day if you rent it for a week. Can you imagine that? How about number 8, Seattle, Washington, $746 for a 1-week rental. That's wacky. Number 7, Portland, Maine, not Portland, Oregon, Portland, Maine, East Side, $840 for a 1-week rental in Portland, Maine. They got a shortage of cars over there. Heavy demand. How about number 6, Kahlui, Kahului, Kahlui, Hawaii, $895 for a 1-week car rental. You're going to notice a pattern here in a minute. Number 5, Honolulu, Hawaii. Number 2, that's another Hawaii location, $937 for a 1-week rental. That's like, what is that? That's 100, and then there's $140 a day for a car for a week. Oh my gosh. Number 4, Kona, Hawaii, Kona, Kona, $948 for the week. Number 3, Portland, Oregon. Yeah, the other Portland. Portland, Oregon, $965 for a 1-week car rental in Portland, Oregon. Are you kidding me? That's insanity. Number 2 is Lihue, 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 Hawaii, for $1,045 for a week for a car. So that's $150 a day. $150 a day. And the number 1 most expensive place to rent a car for a week in America, Anchorage, Alaska. Anchorage, Alaska, $1,451 a week, a solid $150 a day to rent a car for a week in Anchorage, Alaska. Now, I've heard stories of people in Hawaii who go on a holiday in Hawaii. They want to rent something for a few days. They don't go to the car rental agencies. They end up going to U-Haul. They rent a U-Haul van or moving truck for 3, 4, 5 days at $39.99, $49.99 a day. They're paying $50 a day for a truck or a van, a moving van, a panel van. They got 2 front seats, lots of room for their junk in the back. They use that for their rental instead of spending probably $200 to $250 a day in Hawaii. If you're going to pay $150 a week, $150 a day for a 1-week rental, you can imagine a 1-day rental in Hawaii would be over $200 a day. So if you can rent a U-Haul for $50 a day all in, why not? Better view. You're riding high, baby. You're riding high. Unbelievable rates to rent a car in America right now, depending on where you are. I'm sure it's different everywhere. But isn't that wild and wacky? That's just insanity. But that's what it is right now, kids. We're crazy. I don't know. We'll see what's going on here. Yeah, I don't know. Rocky says, I'm a Ravens fan. And now the gamma virus is taking hold, says MG. Don't cruise until it's safe. Stephanie, I'm here, Bruce, but I'm back in the hospital. Hi, everybody. Keep praying for me. I will get better. Dory, please do get better. Get out of there as soon as you can. It's Cloud 7 Travel. Hi from Calgary. It's 27 degrees here. The smoke finally cleared out yesterday, but it may return in the day. We did the same thing. We got some rain here, cleared us right out, but we have a suspicion that in the next 3-4 days it'll come back. Fitzroy is here. Hi, Bruce. Greetings from Grenada. We are playing our Jab Carnival. Bless up and be safe. I hope you're getting those vaccination shots. Welcome, Fitzroy. John Werrell, since last Monday, I have had 3 passenger riverboats pass in front of my home, the America and 2 others. Many waving at us. Good to see the Mississippi River cruises are alive again. I'm glad to hear that, John. That is good news, and hopefully they're having a good time. That is a fantastic idea to take a vacay on a river cruise. I am sure they're treating them very well on board those ships. I'm sure they're being well looked after and being spoiled rotten. I'm looking at my thumbs up right now. I have 69 thumbs ups right now on this show. I want to say thank you to all of you out there who have already given a thumbs ups to this broadcast. I thank you very much. If you are able to hit that thumbs up button for me right now, we're only 31 away from 100 thumbs ups. Can you help us and hit that thumbs up button? I see a couple more just came in. We're at 71 now. We need 21 more. Oh, we got 2 more. 27 away now from 100 thumbs ups. We have 74, 26 away. Hit the thumbs up button if you can and push this channel up the rankings, because every time a thumbs up comes in, YouTube picks it up. The analytics picks it up. They go, well, how many people are watching this guy? How many thumbs ups has this guy got? And they go, what do you mean? There's 77 thumbs ups and there's only 87 watching this guy? We got to send more people to him. He has engagement. The metrics are high. 80 now, 80 thumbs ups. Very high in reaction between viewer and host. This is the kind of channel we like to send our viewers to en masse because they engage with each other. This is what it's about. 82 thumbs ups, only 18 away from 100 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. 86 watching, 82 thumbs ups. Now it's 85, 83. It's coming together. The more thumbs ups, the better. If you can exceed the number of people watching versus how many thumbs ups you have, that's telling YouTube they watch him, they listen to him, they give him a thumbs ups, they head out. Others come in, they give him a thumbs ups, they stick around. There are 82 watching, 84 thumbs ups. We have passed the line, and I thank you so much for this. This really means a lot to the YouTube analytics. It means a lot to me. And Jennifer, thank you so much for helping us out. 84 thumbs ups, and they're still trickling through here from 69 to 84 in like 2 minutes. Thank you, everybody, so much. Love you for that. Great idea. A U-Haul. Yeah, you grab, or an Enterprise. You call up, what's the other outfit that you can call? It's the race car driver. I thought it was after a race car, the name of this moving company. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Penske. Penske. You can rent trucks from Penske, depending on what state you're in. So I guess Hawaii, I know they have U-Haul. Apparently, I've been reading stories about this. U-Haul is your source for some of your nomadic travels. You know what you can do? You can go on a holiday in Hawaii. Go for a 2-week holiday. Then take out some advertising, local advertising, and advertise yourself as a mover. You got a truck. You got 2 strong people, you and the wife, and help people move and make a couple extra bucks. That's a vacay. Get to see the inside of different homes, get some exercise, meet islanders. What a holiday. Wow. Hi, Uncle Bruce. Hey, Stan. How you doing, buddy? Welcome. MG Toe, give Bruce the thumb, please. Give him the thumb. Amicus, congratulations on all of your success. Oh, thank you. Julie, hi, Julie. Has anyone used cruise ships to travel return to Europe? Is it feasible for a 2-month EU holiday? It is feasible. It has been in the past, where you can take a repositioning cruise from Florida, say in the late spring. You can take a repositioning cruise, super cheap, all the way over to somewhere in Europe, whether you end up in Lisbon or Barcelona or Rome or Athens or Southampton or wherever the ship ends up. And then there have been people who, after they take their holidays here, they grab a Cunard ship from Europe to, say, Southampton to New York. They do a transatlantic. Now, other people, they spend enough time in Europe for like the summertime, and in the fall, they take a repositioning cruise from Europe back to Miami or Fort Lauderdale or Port Canaveral or New York. They do that from everywhere in Europe as these ships now are repositioned back to, you got it, back to the Caribbean. That has happened. People do that. Mrs. M, every time I hear Penske, I think of George on Seinfeld. MG Toe. Bruce, you never talk about merchant ship cruising. You never talk about it. I guess I really don't, because I really have no authority to speak about merchant ship cruising, because I'm not an authority figure about merchant ship cruising. And so that's probably why I don't talk about merchant ship cruising. And so I'm consistent. I'm consistent. I talk about what I know, but what I don't know, I have no authority to talk about. Why would I make stuff up? Anyway, that's just me. How are we doing for those thumbs ups? We now have, oh my God, look at that. We have 90. We have 90 thumbs ups here right now with 89, 90 people watching. Guys, thank you so much for helping out this channel. Hit the thumbs up button for me if you can. I know a bunch of you just arrived. If you're able to hit that thumbs up for me, get some of what's happening is people are being sent here by YouTube. YouTube is sending people. We were down to 82. We just bumped up to 90. Obviously, people are getting the heads up. Hey, there's this guy on there with a lot of engagement. You might enjoy his channel. And look at that. We're now at 94 thumbs ups with 92 people watching. This is awesome sauce. Thank you so much. We love talking about cruise ships here, talk about travel, just whatever's on your mind to do with that. If you have any thoughts, let me know. Okay, MG says, closest port to me is San Francisco. Any idea why more cruise ships don't cruise out of San Francisco? I only ever see Princess. That's true. You do see Princess. They are a very common. It's common to be able to get cruises to Hawaii from there and back. Occasionally, you can get a Mexican cruise out of San Francisco. The problem, I guess, is that San Francisco is kind of in no man's land. To be able to do a successful cruise out of San Francisco, you have to do Hawaii and back, but right now, the CDC is saying the maximum cruise out of the United States is 7 days. Well, the problem with a 7-day cruise out of San Francisco is if you're heading to Mexico, you're cruising at least 2 straight days. You got to get past LA, then you got to get all the way down to the end of the peninsula, and you're in. My brain just froze. So what port are you in at the end of the peninsula? It's not Santa Cruz. It's Cabo San Lucas. It takes at least 2.5 days to get to Cabo, and then you're going to spend a day in Cabo, and then you're going to go. What are you going to do? Go to 1 day for Mazatlan, and then two to 3 days straight back. That's going to take at least 7 days. You might only get 2 stops in Mexico. You haven't got enough time. If you had a 9-day cruise, you could do a couple of days down to Cabo, and then you can do a Mazatlan. You can Puerto Vallarta, and then work your way back. A nice lazy trip back to San Francisco. That at least gets you 9 days, but 9 days aren't allowed right now. So that's the problem. Going north to Alaska, you can't do that either. That's, it used to be you'd go to Canada, you'd get that other country in, and then you get, but right now 7 days, you can't see enough. So there's the problem out of San Francisco right now. In Hawaii, especially Kauai, there are reports of people renting U-Hauls and actually sleeping in the back of them. Unbelievable. Cloud 7 Travel, Ensenada, there's that too, but it's not what we call a glamorous Mexican stopover. Ensenada, not so. New Cabo, there it is, Los Cabos. That's exactly the one I'm thinking about. Los Cabos. Yeah, so you need 9, 10, 11-day cruises out of Frisco to really enjoy it. Now, Hawaii, you need 14 days. You got to get 14 days. I mean, it's 5 days to there, 5 days back. You still got to stop at a Mexican cruise to get a third country in. Can't do it. That's why San Francisco is impractical in that way to do 7-day cruises. It's just geographically difficult. It is difficult. So until Princess gets approvals to do 7 or 10-day cruises, 11-day cruises again, nothing's coming out of Frisco right now. That's the problem. That is absolutely the problem. Now, theoretically, you could go Seattle to Ensenada, LA, Long Beach, San Francisco, back to Seattle, or you could do, like in a week, you could do Frisco, Ensenada, LA, Long Beach, Catalina, back to LA, back to Frisco. You could do something like that, but I don't know if they have enough takers for that. That's the problem. Curiosity, thanks. Well, hello, Curiosity. Thank you for being here. It's nice to see you. Nice to have you here. So, there's logistical, problemos. That's the San Francisco question. There you have it. There's it's a geography problem. I think we have 100 thumbs ups. I bet you we do. 98. We have 98 thumbs ups right now. We need 2 more to get to 100. There are 93 people watching. Are there 2 people that can give us a thumbs up right now so we can break the 100 barrier and hit 100 thumbs ups on this show? We've got to be so close. I can taste it. I'm hoping that somebody out there, there are a couple of you out there that can throw us a thumbs up right now. Get us to 100 thumbs up on this show. That would be absolutely fantastic to make it. We're at 98. We're stuck at 98. 99. We got a Wayne Gretzky going right now. We got a Gretzky happening right now. We're at 102. Look at that. Oh, you guys are incredible. You just blew past it like a hot knife through soft butter. Just like butter. That is awesome stuff. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I love Catalina Island 99. 103. Look at that. Thank you, everybody, for getting us over 100 thumbs ups. Every week you do it. I don't know how you do it, but you get me over the hump every single time, and I love you for it. It's such a small audience. I don't have thousands of people watching the show every Monday night. But I thank you diehards that come in here and watch me every Monday night. Say hi to us. Tell us where you're watching us from. What's your temperature today? How are you guys doing? Thank you, all of you. Catalina is far better than any Mediterranean island or even Hawaii Islands. It's a lovely place. It really is a lovely place. But with the COVID, what are you going to do? I was thinking that if I could go back in the time machine, wouldn't it be a real neat cruise to go from, say, LA and to go to go to Catalina Island for like 3 or 4 days and see spring training. The Chicago Cubs used to have their spring training center in Catalina. Did you know that? In the 30s and the 40s, the 20s, 30s, and 40s, they were in Catalina. And that would have been such a neat thing to see that. Occasionally have teams come over and play over there. And oh, man, that would have been cool. John Weir, Paul Harvey, a good day. Curiosity, I didn't know you had a regular Monday Night Live. First time here, Sacramento, California, 97 degrees. I do. I have a Monday night show every Monday night on this channel. It's a wide open show. Anybody can join us. 7 o'clock on Mondays, I'm open also on this channel for members only. If you're a member of this channel, it's a 1 hour hangout show from 7 to 8. Ask me anything you want. On Friday nights, if you're a member of this channel, trivia. Every Friday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, we have live trivia. We team up with my other channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. The members of that channel plus the members of this channel, we have an exclusive, private, live 1 hour hangout show. Trivia every Friday night. We have a good time. You're always welcome to join us. MG, Bruce, you should do a couple of Stock Markets with Bruce in the evening. You might just get a lot of people. Well, you never know. But of course, I'm live twice a day, 5 days a week on the channel now. And that's 10 times a week I'm live on that channel. Then I'm live on this channel 3 times a week. That's 13 live shows a week. It's kind of tiring. There's only so much energy. I do live classes on Saturdays and Sundays on Stock Markets with Bruce on how to invest in the markets in plain English. I do those private classes as well. And I do live private one-on-one consultations on Stock Markets with Bruce Saturdays and Sundays as well. So I'm actually working 7 days a week as it is. And it's not so simple. It used to be a lot easier, but I was younger then. I've aged in 3 years. What can I say? Anyway, I do the best I can with what I've got. I thank you all for being here on this channel and the other channel. I thank you all so much. Andy is here. Heat index 105 in Des Moines, Iowa today. Listening en route to North Woods of Wisconsin, where it's a cool 82. Andy, you're doing it right. You're going the right direction, and you're heading the right direction on temperature too. Well done, sir. Hopefully you'll be able to relax up there and stay cool and comfortable. Well done, sir. I congratulate you. I'm holding up a mug for you. We are giving you a cheer from here. Beautiful job. We were 72 here today. Gorgeous weather here. I'll do an evening show so that people that can't come to the early show can talk to you. I hear you, MG. I hear you. It's almost like I have to cancel one of my daytime shows and do a nighttime show. I'll do a morning show and a nighttime show and take the time off in the middle, get some sleep, get some rest, get at it. Not easy to do. It's a hard life, MG. It's a hard life, but I do the best I can with what little I have. I want to thank all of you today for being here. 111 thumbs ups now. Oh my gosh, they're still coming in. You guys are great. Thank you so much for these 111 thumbs ups. There are only 80 people watching. We have 111 thumbs ups. That's good stuff. YouTube is telling people, watch this guy. He's kind of fun. He's got a lot of engagement with his viewers. It's awesome. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. John Muir, soon we will find out the rest of the story. Brian, 91 Fahrenheit here. Last tank of fuel was $3.88 a gallon. San Jacinto, California. We're paying $4.50. I got you beat. We're paying $4.50 Canadian. Mind you, $3.88 a gallon is about $4.50 Canadian. Oh my God. Sheila, hello from Calgary, Alberta, IOIA. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here from beautiful Cowtown. Nice to have you here. Amicus, happy birthday, Jennifer. That's right. It's Jennifer's birthday today. And we wish her all the best and many, many more. We went out today for a birthday coffee and donut at Tim Hortons here in town to talk about living it up. We know have a good time. I did my 2 live shows, grabbed Jen and said, let's go get you a birthday coffee and a apple fritter, and that's what we did, and we lived it up, man. We're living it up. Curiosity, Brian, I hear you paid $4.79 a gallon up here in Sacramento, but to be fair, that was premium, not regular. Oh my, Sharon, 115 thumbs up, Bruce. You're up to 115. Kevin saying happy birthday, Jen. Thank you, Kevin, for those kind wishes. We'll pass those on. Mrs. M, have a great one, Jen. You got it. She's relaxing right now. She's reading on her iPad and just enjoying life, got her feet up, but the couch is all splayed out there. It's all good. It's all good times. We're doing all right. Thank you, all of you, so much for being here today. Appreciate you all stopping by to see us. Thank you for those of you going to the RedBubble store, picking up some TWB merchandise or Stock Markets with Bruce merchandise. Thank you all of that for that. If any of you ever want to get your hands on a cell phone amplifier, I've got a TWB sextant logo here. I've got the the Stock Markets with Bruce logo up here. If you're ever interested in one of those, let us know. It's a $60 donation, US dollar donation on our PayPal account. Make sure to include your proper mailing address. We'll airmail one to you around the world. Haven't seen you in a bit. Hope all is well. Stay safe from the fire, says Sheila. We're okay here. It's light, nice and lush here. We're good. Lance Ross, good day, Bruce. Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy? Sapphire Tardis, happy birthday, Auntie Jane. You bet.
Thank you.
She's saying thank you. Ken said happy birthday to you too. Ken Chapman, the author. Fantastic. Paul Jordan, happy birthday, Jen, from Paul Jordan. Right on, Paul. And Amicus, it's good to be the queen. There you go. It's good to be the queen. There you have it. That's what it's all about. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. I really do appreciate it. Nice to have you come by and see us. It was great to visit with you again this week. 117 thumbs up. That is awesome sauce performance. Thank you so much for these thumbs ups tonight. Jen and I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the birthday wishes for Jen. We're all good. We're packing bit by bit, getting the house ready for sale, and heading out on the road. We're going to be traveling nomads in September. We'll take you along for the journey. It's going to be something. Stick around for that. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, the other channel. Thank you. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Sharon, you take care. Thank you. Sheila, what are you hearing about mixed vaccines? I'm hearing it's okay for the USA, but I'm hearing other reports that kind of make you wonder what's going on out there. I'm just hoping that vaccines won't even be necessary in the next few months and we're just back to normal. But I don't know. We'll see what's going on, Sheila. One day at a time is how we're taking it, 1 week at a time, and we just hope things get better sooner rather than later. Anyway, there you have it. I'm going to say my good nights to you all. Thank you so much for being here, part of this channel. Love you guys for that. See you Friday night if you're a member of this channel for live trivia. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 in the morning Eastern Time on Stock Markets with Bruce. I will be covering the markets in plain English as I always do. And come on by and say hi to me there, Sapphire. See you in the see you AM. Good night. Thank you, Sheila. I agree. Thank you all. Have a wonderful, pleasant week, and stay healthy for me. Stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you later, everybody. From Creston, this is Bruce and Jennifer saying, see you in the morrows. Like Amicus just said, Wally snuck in for a quick thumbs up, Uncle Bruce, and pump up those wood amps. Looks so nice to see you next to my Stock Markets with Bruce mug collection. Take care, birthday girl. See you soon. Thanks, buddy. Stan, thank you again, Bruce. Have a good night. See you tomorrow morning. Thank you, buddy. Amicus, thank you for that. The thumbs ups. All right. Hey, Wally, says Sapphire. Hi, Wally. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 on the other channel. Take care in the meantime. Bye for now.